Welcome to Capitan in Yosemite Valley. Here I am about halfway up the nose route, and so we can look down and you can see the road down there for scale. This is about halfway or about 2/3 of the way up. And if we look up, there is my climbing partner leading this rope length. I'm going to quickly talk about uniformitarianism. So as we just discussed in class and agreed upon, geochemists have isotopically dated the Earth at 4.5 billion years. Now the really cool thing about having 4.5 billion years to work with is it is an immense amount of time. The human mind kind of breaks down when we're talking about things in the order of billions. And the way that I like to think about it is that if you think about a million seconds, right? Imagine seconds like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. A million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is 35 years. So I'm only a little over a billion seconds old, right? So it's 4.5 billion years is a lot of time. And the really cool thing that this opens up for us as a discipline is that once we have a lot of time, we don't need to invoke magic or extraordinary forces to describe the world around us. We can look at just the simple action of the things that we see in our daily lives and integrated over that immense amount of time, we can create dramatic landscapes. So for example, let's take a quick look at Yosemite over here. As we look down and around, so right now we're about 2,000 feet off the ground, and you can see that this valley, it's got these incredibly steep walls, right? Well, when white people first came into the valley, one of the first of them was this guy named Josiah Whitney, who was the California state geologist during the late 1800s. And he saw this landscape that you're looking at right here, these steep walls. He was like, man, the only way something like this could have happened is if there was some kind of cataclysmic earthquake and the floor just fell out of the valley. Because sometimes during earthquakes, we do see offset of the land surface. So he's like, okay, there was some big old earthquake and boom, you had a kilometer deep valley form. Excuse me. But this concept was challenged by John Muir, the guy on our state quarter and for whom so many things within our state are named after. John Muir he's one of my personal heroes. He's a glaciologist, a geologist, a fierce protector of natural lands. His ideas inspired the National Park Service. Well, he looked at Yosemite Valley, looked at these features that you can see behind us over here, and he was like, well, I think I see features like this when I'm traveling in the High Sierra around glaciers. So perhaps glaciers could have formed this valley. And in doing so, he didn't need to invoke crazy processes which have never been seen before. All he needed to do was look at show how the slow, steady action of glaciers weathering and eroding the landscape can create the same kinds of things. So that's going to be a big theme of this class. Almost every process we talk about is going to be something which is slow and steady, something which might cause a change in the landscape that might change a few centimeters perhaps of the landscape every year. But given the immense amount of time that we have to work with, it allows us to create scenes as dramatic as Yosemite Valley. So keep that in mind as we go forward with the rest of the semester.